Hey guys, this is Mike and you're watching the Woolly Bug YouTube channel. It is Sunday, December 30th, 2018. It is the last weekend of the calendar year. It's hard to believe that a whole nother year has flown by of fly fishing and getting out here and hiking around and exploring new places. I just absolutely had a blast doing it. It's been kind of a frustrating year. I'm sure people from PA, New York, Jersey, Maryland, the mid-Atlantic in general, I'm sure a lot of you share my frustration that a lot of the big water has been tough to fish this year. You know, every time the gauges start to come down after rain, it seems like another system comes through and we just get more and they're right back up. So here's to the spring of 2019, guys. It's gonna be one of the best springs ever. It's gonna be awesome. So I'm looking forward to it. I appreciate you guys watching this past year. I appreciate all your comments. I learned from you guys. I'm thankful if you guys can learn anything from me. And thanks for watching. I hope you have a great start to 2019. So I think we have a good adventure here today. I'm in Columbia County, Pennsylvania, and Columbia County doesn't have a large number of wild trout streams, but the ones it does are beautiful and they're many miles long. This is a small tributary that flows into another trib that goes into the Susquehanna River. And if you look in Columbia County, find Bloomsburg, the Susquehanna River flows just below Bloomsburg, and a lot of these streams find their way there. I took the water temps about 42 degrees today. The air temps are in the high 30s right now and supposed to reach about 41, 42 by 1 o'clock this afternoon. So it's mid-morning. Let's hike up into the mountain laurel here. I did finally learn, I should have known this, but I did finally learn the difference between the mountain laurel and the rhododendron. So this is mountain laurel. Let's head up into the mountains and see what we can do. Okay guys, so I have the Hatch 3 Plus out here on the 8-foot 4-way G Loomis. And for a dropper, I'm starting out again with this pattern that I'm calling the Pink Ferrari. It uses pink lively legs. It's based on the pattern that those guys tie called the Pink Cadillac, but I use some different materials and a different bead. I did put some this week on a curved size 14 nymph hook, which you see there. So we're gonna see how that works out today. I'm not gonna fish that with any weight unless I get into some deeper water that absolutely requires it. And I'm fishing that on 5X tippet on a 7.5-foot 5X leader under a small indicator. And we're just gonna start working this small trib, looking for where those winter brook trout lies are. Obviously, oftentimes the still water or slow tailouts are where those fish are gonna be holding. So let's go see what we can find in Columbia County, guys. How's that for a wild brook trout here in Pennsylvania, guys? Look at the colors on that amazing wild fish. So all you fly fishermen that are watching that like to get out here in the winter and do this cold weather fly fishing thing, a couple tips that I've picked up over the past 2 years to really help make the day go a little bit easier. Number one, I went down to the dollar store and I bought a cheap 99-cent hand towel. This is like a hand towel that you'd use in your bathroom. And I keep that in my wader pocket here, and it's been extremely helpful. So when I catch fish now, I bring that out, you know, I dry my hands off. They're going back into my gloves dry. Nothing's wet, and that can really be a big help, because if your hands are wet in this water that's like 40 degrees and then it's hitting the air, it's just a recipe for a cold day. The other thing I do is, now I have Sims gloves. You don't have to necessarily have Sims gloves, but these are an older model Sims glove. They're fingerless, and I don't know if these were made for this, but if you can see, there's a little pocket inside of here, just inside the glove where it hits your wrist. And I take a small hand warmer like a Yak Trax or Hot Hands, and I just take one each, shake it up, and I put it inside that little pocket on the glove. And then when you put these on, what happens is that hand warmer hits the veins and warms your blood that are going in, you know, that's going into your hand here. So that can really be helpful. That's made a huge difference for me. So I don't leave home without hand warmers anymore. But just some cold weather fishing tips for you guys. Another beauty, guys. That was a pretty neat take, guys. There were like 3 brookies over there just kind of harassing one another, and I drifted my nymph down and he followed it all the way down and then gobbled it up right at the end. Didn't even know he was hooked. Under the log. Guys, that was a great example of how aggressive these fish can be. That pool was so big, I could see like a half dozen brookies feeding. When I tossed my nymph up there, the first one missed it, and this one just came in and barrel rolled on it. It was pretty cool to see. Well guys, this is where we end Woolly Bug for 2018. As you can see in the video, the stream started to get pretty skinny up here, and I've reached the headwaters here at this boulder field, and you can hear it bubbling up out of the ground, out of the springs that feed this stream. And there were some other streams, smaller ones, that came in along the way to make it slightly wider as you go down. But what a magnificent brook trout water. This is one of the most beautiful streams I've fished in Pennsylvania this year. Great population of fish, great size to the fish, just beautiful markings, beautiful color, just an amazing place. And I will definitely be back here once the weather warms up with my dry flies. I probably could have caught one or two on the dry flies today. I don't know if you could see in the video, but there were a couple that went after the indicator. A couple I had on and just didn't get the right hookup. But just an awesome day. I'm so happy I got out here today. It really was a perfect day. It was, you know, low winds, moderate temps. It was perfect. So thanks for joining me, guys. Like I said at the beginning of the video, Happy New Year to everybody. I will be back next year. And if you guys have any ideas for things you'd like to see in 2019 within reason, please leave a comment and I'll see what I can do to help you guys out. So thanks again for watching Woolly Bugged. I gotta hike up the mountain here and see if I can find a trail to try to get back towards my truck. I have probably another hour or two of daylight, so should be okay tonight. But guys, thanks again. It's been a great year. I'll see you next year.